end zone. It's Hawkins. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Thomas. Running out of time in the pocket. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. Changing the play at the line. First play looking to throw it. Over the middle. It's Sanders. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Sanders. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down to 17.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So 2nd down after the incompletion.
Here we go. Ready, go.
And the single back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The midshipmen come to the line on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Dropping back, it's Thomas. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Second down play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaking tackles. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
The back in motion now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Has a pass to the end zone. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Go at the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge, but I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2.
22 water. 22.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, midshipmen. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They're going to run it. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. A play action, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, it's Thomas. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Commodores lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Tackle is made at the 37. Brings up 2nd down.
And Kirk, it's Navy in the lead. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback still with the football. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. A designed quarterback run. Good enough for 1st down yardage. The Commodores will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Thomas. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. QB keeper all the way. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. trying for a fourth down completion. Caught by the receiver. Finds room at the 30. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Commodores. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
They make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Pierce. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Caught quickly. Creative running there. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Sanders. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. Second down play here. He's got room to run. They bring him down just short of the marker. Inches away from a first down. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quick throw, testing the middle. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Navy getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
Here we go, here we go.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Navy. Still no answer for this offense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. inside the 15. Back to pass. It's Thomas. He escapes the pocket. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield. But good effort and a good play.
A serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's screened to the wide receiver. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to see a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
Commodores will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Looking to scramble. He throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. And he gets it out to the 28. Tackle right there. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Back to throw. It's Thomas. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Powering through the defender. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Caught over the middle. It's Pierce. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire crew, good execution by this offense.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Commodores will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Pierce. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. Back out onto the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. Gets the first and still running.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The catch is made along the sideline. Good job getting the foot down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He lets it rip. He's got it in the open. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second. That helps open those passing windows.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. It's a toss to the left side. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Tackle made quickly at the 11 with the offense in the red zone now.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Navy! They continue to roll up the score.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to throw. It's Thomas. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. Commodores will crank up the tempo.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Ready.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Moves out of the pocket. And he slings it deep back to the left side. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got to
on the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
A sack sets up second down. To throw, it's Thomas. Here's the throw deep downfield. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty.
Let's go.
Looking for a man. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Baker. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. Inside the 10. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, midshipman.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Hawkins. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
The Vanderbilt offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Handoff running right. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And Kirk, it's Navy in the lead. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He escapes the pocket, trying to get the throw off. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. And it's broken up nicely. Defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
That's another touchdown for these guys, and they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
22 water. 22 water.
Single back, takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks free. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Back to pass. It's Thomas. A deep shot to the left side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They couldn't stop him there. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Navy 48, Vanderbilt.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to advance on the football.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Navy.
Military stomp.
Grinding away on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Send the back in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. It's 4th and 10. The offense on the field going for it.
Phase 27, John. On the ready.
Wants to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Oh, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Spins away from defenders. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
What a job by this offense. Risky call on 4th down, but they come up with the conversion. And as an offense, you got to feel a lot better after that. Soon they can think about putting this one away. And a few more runs like this on early downs will help their cause.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looking to throw. It's Thomas. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
On the move now. Looking for a late, deep throw. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ballgame. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.